100 or something like that. I don't usually come down here to the well when there's a lot of people. I get really nervous. See, the women who come to the well to get water used to make fun of me. They thought I was a loser, I was an outcast. They turned their backs on me, or they laughed at me, or made fun of me. So I got my feelings really hurt, so I decided, how about I just go to the well later in the day? Well, one time, I went to the well, and I wasn't alone. There was this man standing right there, and he wasn't from our village. He was like a Jew. So he was just standing there, and you know what he said to me? He says, "Can you please give me a drink?" So I'm like, "You're a Jew, I'm a Samaritan, we don't really talk to each other." Now, I'm not exactly sure why, but for some reason, all the Jews think us Samaritans are lower than low, and all us Samaritans think the Jews are just so high and mighty. So we don't really talk to each other, so that's why I was like, "You're a Jew, I'm a Samaritan, why are you talking to me?" So you know what he says to me? He doesn't say like, "Oh, fine, I won't talk to you," or anything like that. He just says, "If you knew who you're talking to, you would ask me for a drink, and I would give you something to drink." And I'm like, "How? Are you just going to give me some water with your hands?" And he's like, "I have living water, and if you drink this water, you'll never be thirsty again." So I'm like, "Yes, living water, I'll never be thirsty again. That means I'll never have to come back to this old well. I'll never have to be ridiculed by all those mean women, and I'll never have to come like in the heat of the day, like right now." So I'm like, "Please, give me some of this water." And then he starts asking me some questions about my sins. Yeah, he knows all about all that bad stuff that I've done, all the bad stuff I had done before that, all the bad stuff I was doing at the time, and all the bad stuff I'm doing now. And he just knows all about it. So I'm like, "Dude, you must be one of the prophets." And then I start asking him some questions like, "Well, the Jews say we should worship at the temple, Samaritans say we should worship up here at the mountain, so what do you think?" And he starts telling me all these totally amazing things about how we should worship God in spirit and in truth, and all these huge stuff. So I'm really starting to think, whoa, you must be totally more than a prophet. Maybe, just maybe, he's the Messiah. Yeah, the Son of God who's supposed to come and save us. But I don't want to seem too excited, so I bring it up slowly. So I'm like, "Hey, there's this Messiah, and he's supposed to come and save us all from our sins, and he's going to tell us really big stuff like what you just told me." And you know what he says? He says, "I am the Messiah." Whoa. The Son of God is talking to me, the loser, the outcast. And he's just talking to me. It was so amazing. Like, there's this barrier, this huge wall between God and us humans. It's called sin. And he totally just broke it down. He was the ultimate barrier breaker. He just started talking to me, even though I had all these sins. And then there's this barrier between Jews and Samaritans. But he broke that one down too. So I'm totally freaking out. The Son of God is talking to me. And then these other men, his disciples, start coming. And they start asking him, "Whoa, why are you talking to this woman?" And I'm just so excited. Like, I totally left my watering can, and I ran all the way back to the town. I was so excited. And I started telling them all, "Hey, guess what? The Messiah is here. He's over there at the well, and you should all totally come and see." And so they actually listened to me, the loser. They listened to me, and they went over to the well, and they all got saved from their sins. It was so amazing. I didn't really think I could do it, There's always been a barrier between me and all the townspeople. But I knew that because Jesus could break down that huge barrier of sin between me and him, I knew somehow I could break down this huge barrier between me and all the townspeople. It was so totally amazing how it just happened. And I just totally have to go tell some more people because there's lots of people who need to hear this ultimate message. So I'm going to go. I forgot my watering can again.
Intensive hair after just one use. I think it's unbelievable that just using one once has made such a transformation in my hair. Call or click now to get your starter kit with the Wen Cleansing Conditioner and the Wen Anti-Frizz Styling Cream. You'll get over $50 in free gifts. The Remoist Intensive Hair